Everyone says ChatGPT is the AI king. But here's what actually happened. Its market share just dropped below 50% for the first time ever. And honestly, your competitors are already winning because of it. Hey everyone, I'm Mohammed, founder of MDigitalDev. Today we're diving into the biggest shift in the AI landscape that most business owners haven't noticed yet. ChatGPT's market dominance is cracking, and that's actually good news for you. In the next 9 minutes, I'm going to break down exactly why your competitors are ditching Claude and other alternatives, what models are actually winning with businesses right now, and, most importantly, why switching AI tools costs way less than you think when you're focused on automation outcomes instead of brand loyalty. Let's go. Let's start with the headline that should have shocked more people. ChatGPT's market share dropped below 50% in June 2024. According to TechCrunch's reporting, this is the first time since ChatGPT launched that it no longer commands the majority of the AI market. Think about that for a second. For years, we've heard ChatGPT or nothing. But the data tells a completely different story. Here's what's actually happening. In early 2024, ChatGPT had roughly 60 to 65% of the AI chatbot market. By June 2024, it had fallen to just under 50%. Meanwhile, Claude, Anthropic's alternative, is picking up serious traction. Google's Gemini is climbing. Even specialized models like Perplexity are carving out their own niches. This isn't a small fluctuation. This is a market reshuffling. Why does this matter to you? Because it means the conversation changed. Businesses aren't asking, should we use ChatGPT anymore? They're asking, what's the best tool for this specific job? And that mindset shift is everything. So if ChatGPT is losing ground, what's actually winning? Let me break down the real winners in enterprise and automation spaces. First, Claude. Anthropic's Claude has become the preferred choice for businesses doing serious work around data processing, complex document analysis, and compliance-heavy tasks. Why? Claude's context window is massive. It can process up to 200,000 tokens compared to ChatGPT's 128,000. That means when you're automating customer service or lead qualification across thousands of documents, Claude handles it more efficiently. At MDigitalDev, we're seeing clients switch to Claude specifically for automation tasks where context matters. Insurance claims processing, contract review, that kind of stuff. Second, Google's Gemini. Google didn't just throw money at this problem. They integrated Gemini across their entire ecosystem. Gmail, Docs, Sheets. Suddenly, every business using Google Workspace has AI built in. That's not a small advantage. Integration equals adoption. Third, specialized models. This is the real story. Businesses aren't flocking to one best AI anymore. They're mixing and matching. OpenAI's GPT-4 for writing and complex reasoning. Claude for document processing. Gemini for integration with their existing tools. And emerging players like Mistral, Llama, Meta's open-source model, and even smaller fine-tuned models for specific verticals. The reason? ROI. Businesses care about one thing. Does this AI solve my problem faster and cheaper than the alternative? And that's not always ChatGPT. Here's where I'm going to challenge something you probably believe. Switching AI tools is expensive and disruptive. It's not. Not for automation tasks. Here's why. When you're using AI for customer service automation, data processing, or lead qualification, you're not tied to one model through some sacred contract. You're using an API. You can literally swap models in days, not months. I'm talking about changing a few lines of code, running a test, and rolling out. Most of our clients at MDigitalDev can test a new AI model on their automation pipeline in under a week. The real switching cost isn't technical, it's psychological. We've been told ChatGPT is the gold standard, so we stick with it even when it's not the best tool for the job. But the data shows that's changing fast. According to industry reports from Forrester and Gartner, businesses now evaluate AI tools based on specific use cases, not blanket, best platform thinking. Here's what that means for your strategy. You should be running periodic audits. Is Claude actually better for your document processing? Is Gemini's integration saving you time? Would a fine-tuned model on your specific industry data perform better? The answer might be yes, and switching could be a competitive advantage, not a headache. Let's talk ROI because that's what actually matters. Customer service automation. Businesses switching to Claude are reporting 15 to 20% improvement in handling complex customer inquiries because of better context understanding. That translates to fewer escalations and lower support costs. Data processing. When you're processing thousands of documents, invoices, contracts, support tickets, Claude's larger context window means you can batch more work per API call. That's cost savings. Real, measurable cost savings. Lead qualification. Here's something most agencies won't tell you. GPT-4 Turbo and Claude perform virtually identically on lead scoring and qualification tasks. But Claude's pricing is more competitive for high-volume work. If you're qualifying 10,000 leads a month, that difference compounds. The point is this. ChatGPT lost market share not because it got worse, but because businesses realized they had better options for specific tasks. That's progress. That's smart business. So what should you actually do? First, stop thinking about AI tools as religion. You're not loyal to ChatGPT. You're loyal to results. Adopt a pragmatic approach. Second, audit your current AI usage. What are you using AI for? Customer service? Data processing? Content creation? Now ask, is this the best tool for this specific task? Third, test alternatives. Pick one automation process and run it through Claude, Gemini, and GPT-4 side by side. Compare output quality, cost, and speed. Let the data decide. Fourth, plan for flexibility. Build your automation stack so switching models is easy. Don't lock yourself into proprietary integrations. Use APIs. Use standardized formats. Make switching a feature, not a nightmare. At MDigitalDev, this is exactly what we help businesses do. We design AI automation systems that are model agnostic. We pick the best tool for each specific task, not the most popular one. And we help clients optimize costs and performance by staying flexible. Here's the bottom line. Your competitors are already moving. They're testing Claude for document processing. They're integrating Gemini into their workflows. They're running experiments with specialized models. Meanwhile, if you're still locked into ChatGPT only, you're leaving performance and cost savings on the table. Not huge amounts, maybe 10 to 15% in specific areas. But that compounds. Over a year, that's real money. The market share shift from ChatGPT to alternatives isn't a sign that everything's broken. It's a sign that the AI market is maturing. We're moving past the one tool to rule them all phase into a world where the best strategy is using the best tool for each job. And that world, that's where smart businesses win. Let's talk about this. Comment below, what's your biggest challenge with AI automation right now? Are you using multiple AI models, or are you all in on one platform? I genuinely want to know, and I read every comment. If you found this breakdown helpful, subscribe so you don't miss our next deep dive. Next week, we're breaking down the exact framework we use at MDigitalDev to select which AI model to use for specific automation tasks. And spoiler, it's not about picking the smartest one. Final thing, if your business is doing significant AI automation and you want to optimize both performance and costs, visit MDigitalDev.com. We help companies build flexible, multi-model AI systems that actually scale. Let's talk about your specific situation. Next week, we're breaking down the exact AI model selection framework that's saving our clients 20 to 30% on AI costs while improving output quality. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. Catch you in the next one.